Hi everybody, I am training Andrea and Trenton today. We're going to just do a simple over body workout. We're going to go through warm up, we're going to go through some exercises, and we're going to go through some stretches. And the idea, remember, is that I want to be able to train you anywhere. Okay, Andrea and Trenton, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to march on the spot. And then you're gonna roll your shoulders. Remember, don't lift your arms up because that changes it. Good. And then you're gonna circle, so just make sure you're safe. And to everybody we're talking to, make sure your environment is safe. Meaning there's no overhead fans you're gonna hit, or if you got any pets in the house, make sure they're not lying near you. Okay, and then we're gonna roll our hands one way and you splay your hands. You don't want them, you want them opened up. It's kind of like a massage. Okay, and then you're gonna go the other way. Okay, then we're gonna do what we're gonna call an adapted bird dog. So you're gonna stretch out like this, opposite arm leg, and then lift, and then stretch back. If you can't do it this way, I would teach you an adapted method. So come up, good. And then we're gonna do the other side. So again, step back, opposite arm leg, come up, stretch out. Make sure you don't hyperextend your lower back. We'll just do that a couple of times. And what I forgot that we're definitely gonna add is hip rolls. And we're just trying to warm up all the joints. And the other one I forgot is the hip circles. You want this like a massage, so it's going, you don't want to go super fast. You want to feel all the tight muscles opening up. Okay, you guys ready? So you're gonna grab your dumbbells.
Or peanut butter.
Peanut butter jars, and that's the thing. I want this adaptable, so whatever you have that's usable. You're gonna move your feet a bit apart. Your knees are gonna keep soft. You're gonna lift to the shoulders, and you're gonna exhale as you push up, and inhale as you come down. Right, exhale as you push up. Never lock your elbows out. Never lock your elbows out. Inhale. And the tension's there. If you go lower and you start doing this, it's not what we want. So stop where the tension is. Try it again, come up. And I would say you could do 8 to 12 reps. We might not do that because we're just going over the concepts today. And again, never lock out. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do bicep curls. So again, make sure your feet are apart, your knees are soft. You're gonna curl up. And you'll keep the chest out, and we're focusing on the bicep, okay, the top of the arm. It determines your range of motion. So you don't want to go down and lock out. You don't want your shoulders to come up. When the bicep says that's low enough, that's where you stop. Good, curl up, come down. Okay, the next one is the tricep. So you're gonna come over, make sure that you're safe. The tummy should be in, and then you extend and you come back. You don't want to do this. You want to extend up, come back down. We'll just do about 4 more. Good. And again, never lock your elbows out. So full extension, try to contract the triceps, which is the back of the arm. And then let's do 1 more. Okay, up, good, and then down. And what's great about standing is it puts pressure right through the body. So you're working your whole body as you're doing it. Okay, the next one is going to be chest press. And Andrea and Trenton are going to demonstrate this using a couch or a counter. We're going to use push-ups, and you want the push-ups adaptable. So we're not going to do any floor work today. They're going to put their arms on. You're going to come down until you feel a tension across your chest. And then you're going to squeeze up but not lock out your arms. So come down, squeeze up, but do not lock your arms out. Good. Try it again. And again, 8 to 12. If it's too easy, start to go lower. You also want to keep your butt up. Do not do this because you'll arch. So it's butt stays up. And a push-up is like a moving plank. So you are working your core as you do it. Okay. Thank you, guys. I'm going to get you to come back up. The next one is for back rows. We're going to do one arm back rows. So you're going to turn. The leg that's I'm going to pull with is back. I'm leaning forward. Do not round out like this. So push the butt back, right? This is support so you don't hurt your lower back. You're going to tense your back. And then come down. You're going to tense your back. Your chest should stay out. Your spine should be stretched out the whole time. So every time you pull up, you're stretching your spine out. If you're doing this, you're working your arms. And it's a loose grip. The back determines how tight you pull. Okay. We're going to go through squats. So I'm going to get you to stand. And you want to find out where you feel most balanced. Now, most balance means if something or someone is pushing against you, you feel that you can repulse them. Just don't kill each other. So go too wide, go wider than you think you should. And then move in until you feel most stable. And that should give you a good idea where you're at. When you squat down, your knees should not go in. Another part of your foot should not raise, nor should your knees flare out. Everything should be in alignment. And your chest. So Andrea, I'm going to get you to step out wider. Yeah. So when you come down, the shoulder and the knee are approximately lined up. And if you haven't been doing it right, and you've been doing it different, we want to work on you doing it properly. The other thing is you only go as low as is comfortable. You're going to have one hamstring tighter than another. So the tightest muscle determines how far down you go. Right. Okay, we're going to do some stretching. So you're going to put your hands over your head, move your feet a bit apart. You're going to go up on your toes if you can do that. If you can't do that, I would adapt it. Stretch. That just opens everything up. Okay, and then again, move your feet to where it feels comfortable, and you're going to finger walk down. So the idea is the glutes, the butt goes back so you can keep the spinal alignment, and you go as low as you feel comfortable. You hold it at that point, then you take a breath in, and then you exhale, and that should let you go farther. So inhale to stabilize, exhale to go farther. Exhale loosens up the muscles. So inhale, and then exhale, and then I'm going to get you to turn your whole upper torso to one leg. Okay. Trenton, I'm going to get you to come up a little bit higher and straighten your back out. Yep. Hold it, just hold it, and then go to the other side. And then you're going to stretch up towards the ceiling. Then you're going to step out wider. You're going to go into a squat. So we don't want the knees flared out. We want everything in alignment. The feet can be out about 30 degrees or straight, depending on what's comfortable for you. If you can touch the floor, if you can't, kind of keep your arms against your legs and then tuck your head in and stretch back. If it bugs you, if it goes in a joint, stop, and then turn your whole upper torso to one side. Same thing, kind of stretch. And then go the other way. If you don't feel a stretch a lot, that's good. If you don't feel it a lot, don't do it. And then stretch up. Okay, we're gonna keep our knees bent, our legs wide apart, knees bent. We're gonna reach up. And the reason the knees are bent is so it doesn't go in the lower back. And just stretch. And then on an exhale, you might stretch a bit farther, but do not lock your knees out. And then come back up. And then lean the other way. There are millions of stretches. I'm just trying to keep this simple. Hold it, and then come back up, and then straighten your legs out. Okay, we're gonna do a thing called, what I call visual or partner spotting. So, Andrea, you're going to do some squats. Trenton, you're observer.
Okay.
Right.
So this time, Trenton, I'll explain it. You want to make sure her shoulders aren't going way in front of her knees. You're also going to make sure the knees don't buckle in or they don't push out. And that's a good indication if everything's good. So as Andrea goes down, the shoulder, right, and the knee should line up.
Yeah.
And that's optimum way of squatting. Okay, and then you're going to reverse. Trenton, you're going to try it. So I'm going to say move your feet out wider. How does that feel?
Fine.
Okay, so we don't want any pain in the joint or the hip. We want the knees and the toes lined up. The knees should not go past, outside of the knees, they shouldn't go towards the inside. The knees and the toes always line up. Good. Okay.
So you're locking your leg when you go up.
So Andrea, you're gonna grab some weights and you're gonna do a bicep curl. Trenton, you're observer, and I'm gonna point out some things. So the knees should be soft. There should be tension across the top of the chest, which means that the spine is stretched up. If Andrea were to lock her knees out, she would look like this. Okay, and I will see people bend their knees like this, and that's just gonna kill the knee. So they keep the posture up straight. So how does that look?
Very good. We need to be putting the chest up a little bit more.
We also want to look for rotation. So is Andrea rotated slightly one way or the other, or is she square?
Square.
Okay, perfect. And you're not locking your arms out, excellent. And she's breathing, right? Okay, breathing is important. Okay, Trent, you're gonna do triceps.
Okay. That here.
Yep.
Okay.
So we want the elbows in a bit more, comfortably in.
Okay.
And then press up so that you're actually, right. So Andrea, you're looking, is Trenton getting full range of motion?
Yeah.
Is he, okay, so he's not locking the elbows out?
No.
And it looks like he's not leaning into his lower back, right?
No. Pretty straight.
Okay.
He's bending his
You
knees a
guys
bit.
picked up on this real quick. Okay, Andrea, you're gonna do the one arm back row.
This?
Yep. So Trenton, what you're looking for is that the spine is stretched out, that her hand is on her thigh to protect that lower back. Okay, now keep your arm in the lower position. So Trenton, you're gonna say to Andrea, can I can I push on you?
Like,
Yeah, but you're gonna ask.
can I push on you?
Yeah, I guess.
Right. So you want to push where the lats are. Okay. So it's kind of where the shoulder blade and the side of the back is. Just kind of put your fingers there.
Yeah.
Okay. Andrea, you're going to contract and you're going to do a back row. Should be, yeah, that's more arm. It should stop by the lower part of the chest. Yes. Can you feel that, Trenton?
Yeah.
So that's, with permission, that's another way. If someone's not getting it, you say, can I push on you? If you don't feel the working muscle contract, it's, okay, this is not going the way we want it to go. Okay, you're gonna do the same exercise, Trenton, and I'm gonna get Andrea to test you for it.
Great. How's it again?
Bend the front. And then push back with that way. Push with that way.
Okay, and then push your butt back. Pivot back.
Yeah.
So that your spine is lower. Yeah. And straight. And you never want to put your hand on your knee, put it on your thigh. Yep.
Okay, can I push you?
Yeah, you're right.
Move your hand a little more towards the center of his back. Yep.
I feel like you're maybe using your arm. Like try to just lift it like here, not that back.
No,
No,
that's,
no. Like just
Okay.
like
do what you were doing before, but don't let your shoulder roll forward. Keep your neck
Yeah.
stretched out, your chest out. Now,
now I feel
press
it.
against her fingers. Okay? And get your elbow in. Your elbow should be in towards the side, not out. Can you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it now.
Okay. I'm gonna get you to put the weight down. Can't really do this with push-ups. So what I'm gonna get you to do is stand sideways facing each other. You're gonna ask permission. So I wanna explain this. It's right here.
Here.
On the chest. Yep. And that should contract. So try it on your own. Try to contract against your fingers. A lot of people can't do it when they first start.
I can't do that.
Okay. You're gonna ask
Oh.
Trenton if you can put your fingers on his chest.
Okay. Yes, you're right.
Okay, Trenton, what I want you to do, you see where my arms are? They're not up here. They're at the side. And I want you to think of from the armpit into the chest, contracting. So your chest is gonna push out. That's your range. You wouldn't go farther than that, because if you go farther than that, your shoulders will roll forward. That's your push-up range. Andrea, can you feel it triggering?
Yep.
Okay. And then Trenton, you're gonna ask.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so Andrea, you're doing this, chest out. Yeah, and put your hands lower to the lower part of your chest. Right,
Yeah,
to the bottom ribs. Can you feel it, Trenton?
yeah, yeah, no.
Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, and stop. So we've gone through a quick warm up. We've gone through a weight training exercise, and we've gone through stretches, and now you have an idea of visual spotting. So one last thing with visual spotting is you're gonna face each other again and stand at attention. So think of find the seams of your pants, stretch up. When you look at each other, one thing you should notice is the chest is tight across the top. The tummy is slightly in. That's pretty much perfect alignment. The only thing I don't want you to do, and hopefully they're not still doing it in the military. So when I would talk to people in the military, they would stand and they'd lock their knees out. Okay? Don't lock your knees out. Keep your knees soft, but the rest of it you want. And that's how you get into spinal. So Andrea, move your hands back just a little bit towards your side. Yep. What happens there is the spine from the tailbone up stretches. The tummy draws in, especially the lower ab area, draws in slightly, and the chest is out. That's perfect alignment for pretty much all your exercises. That's it. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.